Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. We are hanging out all week this week. I'm gonna walk you through all the dinners that I'm going to be eating. I'm a dietitian and I'm also someone who doesn't love to spend all that much time in the kitchen, so expect a lot of simple, realistic, balanced meals. We are not restricting. We're not just eating chicken, broccoli, and rice every day. We're usually just whipping something up real quick so we can eat and get ready to wind down after a whole day of work. Today we are making some taco salad. I have some leftover pork that I made a while back. It was shredded pork that I froze and then I thawed it, and we're just gonna reheat that and throw it into our taco salads. I just finished work for the day, so let's go ahead and get that all thrown together. Hello guys, good to see you again. Tonight is pasta night and I'm gonna show you how we make it around here. Let's get right to it. All right, we're doing a beefy cheesy pasta bake. So we gotta cook the beef, we gotta cook the pasta, shred the cheese, throw it all together, and then put it in the oven until the cheese gets all melty. So let's do it. You guys know about my struggle with cutting onions, and so I finally got for Christmas one of those like veggie choppers, so we're gonna use it for the first time. I'm so excited. Ew. Haha. All right, I'm actually obsessed. This is amazing. I'm also gonna throw in some frozen mushrooms to put that into like the ground beef mixture, just to like add a little bit of extra veg because I don't really have a whole lot of like veggies for a side dish. Also gonna add some shredded carrot in there too. That again is just gonna be to add more color and veg to our meal.
I should probably take that for dinner, shouldn't I?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Little doggy, you know?
Obviously, we need a fun beverage. We're gonna add some True Orange today. Oh my gosh. Is there anything better than browned bubbling cheese? The beauty of a meal like this is that it is pretty simple to throw together and it feeds a pretty large amount of people. It's just me and Ross here, but this will give us leftovers for a couple days, so that's pretty awesome. Pasta is so good. I'm gonna finish this and eat some dessert, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello, hello. Just got off work. Had sort of a late end to the day, but I do want to get a workout in real quick. So we're gonna head to the garage, do a workout, and then we're gonna throw together a quick, simple dinner tonight. I already had a pre-workout snack a little bit ago, so I'm ready to just rock and roll. All right, let's do it.
To get Dwight to cooperate in her charity special is an interview with Tim. You know what? We should remind folks that you and Steve had done Second City together.
All right, workout is done. I'm going to take a quick shower, and then we're making some French toast for dinner. I'm in a breakfast for dinner type of zone. So we're gonna do French toast, and I have these like frozen chicken sausages from Costco that we're also gonna throw in there too. It's gonna be great. I love me some breakfast for dinner. I don't know what it is, but I cannot cook when I feel like dirty and I have just like the whole day on me still. Anyway, let's make some French toast. I'm very excited for breakfast for dinner. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I got a bread maker from Ross for my birthday. And this is one of the loaves that I made, actually my very first loaf that I made. And it turned out okay, but it's a little dense. Actually, it's very dense. It is like not spongy at all. So I've been using it for French toast, and then I'm also gonna probably make some croutons out of it too. Ooh. That is a thicker slice than I wanted, so we're gonna just do one slice. Should I try to like cut this in half? This is very big. No, it's fine. It'll be fine. All right, let's make our French toast mix. I've surprisingly never done this before, but I want a little extra protein in this, so I'm gonna use a vanilla protein shake instead of milk or cream. And then I'll add some sweetness too. Do a little more. Cinnamon. I may have made too much, so I might make leftovers for breakfast tomorrow. I probably should not have dumped the rest of the egg mixture on there, but it's too late. Also gonna have a few of these chicken sausages from Costco. To be honest, I don't love them, but I have this massive thing. I've been eating off this bag for months, probably close to a year by now. Don't love the chicken sausage. I like the pork sausage, but I wanted to give the chicken sausage a shot. Would not buy again. I'm also gonna throw some of these frozen berries in the microwave too, to put on top of my French toast. Whenever I get berries in like the summer, when they're a good deal, if I can't eat them fast enough, I freeze them and use them for smoothies or things like this. Just realized I don't have a clean spatula, so that is unfortunate. I forgot to hit record, but I threw some butter on here and my melted berries, and we're gonna throw on some syrup, and we're ready to eat. I mean, come on. I'm going to dig right into this. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. I will see you again tomorrow. Hello, hello, it's a new day. It has been a very busy and stressful day, which means I did not get enough to eat earlier in the day and I am starving. So full disclosure, I did already start dinner, but we're gonna finish it up together and I'll show you what we're making. We are doing an Instant Pot meal tonight. I already made the rice, so that is all done. That's what I was doing in the Instant Pot before. And next we're gonna make this like sweet and salty, I have like the stew beef that I want to use up. So in this bowl, what do I have in here? It is beef broth, soy sauce, brown sugar, sriracha, ginger, minced garlic, black pepper. Is that it? I whisked it all together. We're gonna throw that right into the Instant Pot. Then we're gonna add our stew meat, and I'm gonna put you down for that so I don't get raw beef all over my camera. So fun fact, my grandpa raises cows and we get beef from my parents and him, and it's the best ever. So like I said, I have this like beef stew meat I want to use up. So we're gonna throw this in with that sauce in the Instant Pot for like 30 minutes or so and see how it's looking. Then we're gonna just serve it over the rice and hopefully it's delicious. Trying to like break it up a little bit. While that's cooking, we're gonna make ourselves a fun little beverage, a little treat to wrap up a hard day's work. I'm also gonna slice up these lemons and limes so that I have them for my fun beverages for the next few days. Oh gosh. Well, man down. Does anyone else like to match their straw to the vibe of their drink? Or is that something just very weird that I do? It's probably just me. It's gonna be in the negatives this week. It's gonna be freezing outside. So this little bowl of lemons and limes is just giving me all the summery vibes that I needed. Because I am not looking forward to negative weather and snow. It's starting to smell so good in here. The beef is not done yet, but while we're waiting, we're gonna make a cornstarch slurry to thicken up that sauce once the beef is done cooking. So we're gonna use the same bowl that we used for our sauce, and we're gonna do a 1-to-1 ratio of cornstarch to water. Get some water. So once that beef is done, we will switch the Instant Pot to like the saute mode, throw this in there and let it cook for a few more minutes to thicken, and then we should be ready to dig in. I wasn't gonna do a veggie side dish with this because, as a reminder, you don't need to eat a veggie at every meal unless you want to. But I did remember that I have these frozen green beans in the freezer, and we still have plenty of time until the beef is done. So I'm just gonna throw these on a skillet in some oil, add some seasonings, maybe some lemon juice, and we'll put those on the side. Sesame oil is my absolute favorite. It smells so good. Oh, I did not realize these were French style green beans. So they're like sliced. Should still be good. All right, beef is done. We are gonna add our cornstarch slurry. Let's get this on saute mode. My ratio of beef to sauce was a little off, but that's okay. I would rather have too much sauce than not enough. Oh, that looks so good, bud. Nice job there. Nice job. One last final touch, we're gonna throw some sesame seeds on here. I have been looking forward to this all day. Just like a warm, hearty meal. You give me rice, some kind of like meat and some veggie and a sauce. I'm a happy gal. I'm gonna dive right in and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ooh. Good morning. Yes, that's right. I said morning, even though we are doing a week of dinners. We are making a crock-pot chicken chili today, so we're gonna throw that in this morning and we'll get to enjoy it later. So let's go put it all together. Starting with some leftover chicken that we had a while back. We had extra of, so I froze it and then thawed it out last night. Gonna throw that in there. I don't have any like great northern beans or any kind of like white colored beans, so we are gonna have to substitute black beans and kidney beans, but I'm gonna drain and rinse those along with this can of corn. Also gonna add a little jar of these green chilies. Gonna throw in some onion. God bless this onion chopper. Of course. Some pepper, oregano, chili powder that desperately needs to be put into a jar, and finally some chicken broth. I'm not gonna add any salt at this point because the broth that I got is not the low sodium kind, and also that chicken is so insanely salty, which is why we ended up like saving it and freezing it. I told Ross that I would try to like put it in a soup and then see if it kind of like made it less intense. So we'll taste it later and add more salt, and of course we'll also add the creamy components. I know that cream cheese being added to crock pot meals for some reason gets a lot of hate. Seems weird to me because cream cheese is amazing. But we will be adding cream cheese later, as well as some like heavy cream too, to make it into the white chicken chili. But for now, we are just going to put our lid on top and let her go for a good 8 hours. I've got a full day today. I'm actually recording a grocery haul video that you guys will probably see before you see this video. So I'm gonna get my day's work done, and I will see you guys at dinner time. Hello guys, it's dinner time. You can tell by the amount of hair I have on top of my head that it's the end of the day and I am not to be bothered. We're gonna finish up this white chicken chili by adding in some cream cheese. If it looks yellow, that's because it is. One of Ross's coworkers cold smoked it, so it's like a smoked cream cheese. It's very good. I put it on a bagel recently and it's very, very strong. So I think it's gonna be better in like a soup type dish like this, or even in like a dip. I forgot to let it soften, so we're gonna add it to this bowl and we're gonna add some of the really hot broth from the soup to try to like soften it and mix it up. And we're gonna add that in to the crock pot and let it cook for 15 more minutes with some heavy cream as well. Let's add some broth to this and see if it gets like melty. Ooh, ooh, this bowl is conducting heat. It's very hot. This is basically the same thing as just adding it into the hot crock pot, which I feel like would have been a fine thing to just do. But I felt like it wouldn't melt very quick because it was fridge cold. We're just gonna throw it in there. Also throwing in some whipping cream. If you are lactose intolerant, this meal is not for you. We're gonna let that do its thing, and then we're gonna add it to a bowl to serve and just throw on all the toppings that we can find. Time for the reveal. Oh yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. And we're gonna have so many leftovers. This is why I love making like soups and stews and chilies, because first of all, you just throw it all into a big old crock pot. Most of it is like canned beans that you just have to like drain and throw in here. And then we have so many hearty leftovers. This is gonna be great. The best part truly is the toppings, if you ask me. So we've got some cheddar cheese. That's going on first so it gets all melty. And then we got cilantro, which I already cut up earlier. My mom makes these candied jalapenos. I don't have a recipe, I apologize. I will have to get that from her. Everyone always asks and I always forget to ask her. I can't do like straight up like fresh jalapenos, but these are like right on the edge of too spicy for me. The sweetness like really makes it tolerable, so I can actually enjoy these. Okay, who's next? And then finally we got some corn chips. Do you guys dump them on there, or do you crush them first? Or do you use your spoon to crush them? I'm really hoping that the smoked cream cheese just like brought this up another level. I'm also nervous about it being too salty, because that chicken, I'm telling you, when we first tried it on its own for dinner with like chicken and potatoes, it was unbearable, even for me, and I love salt. This is what I needed today. Well, that was another dinner, guys. Easy, relatively cheap, just kind of throw it all together and wait for it to be done type of dinner. I'll see you guys tomorrow for something new. That meal revived me for real. Hello, welcome to another day of dinners. We are making chorizo and potato breakfast burritos tonight. So excited. Let's get right to it. I'm putting on an apron today because this sweatshirt is just like asking to get stains all over it. We are gonna start by slicing up and air frying these potatoes. We're gonna go real tiny pieces so they cook fast. Into a bowl, some olive oil. I'm gonna use some of this adobo seasoning. Looking good. This thing's loud. Sorry. While the air fryer is doing its thing, let's get our chorizo cooked up. All right, potatoes are crispy, chorizo is cooked. So now we're just gonna heat up all of this together with an egg. All right, time to assemble. We've got a tortilla with some cheddar cheese. Dump in our chorizo potato egg mixture. I'm gonna throw some cilantro on there. Let me show you how to fold a burrito. My first job was at a Taco Bell. It's actually where Ross and I met. So I'm a pretty good burrito folder. All right, so we take our sides, we bring it in, we spread out the ingredients, and then like stop before it's all the way out. Bring it in, scoop everybody inside, tuck in the sides, and then continue to roll. Da-da-da. And then we're gonna throw it over the heat to seal it. Ouch. You know those TikToks where the girls like always have their sleeves over their thumbs? How do they do that? It drives me crazy. We're gonna add some salsa and some plain Greek yogurt to a bowl here, which we're gonna kind of like scoop on top of our burrito. I just need like a fresh taste, I guess, to go along with like the really rich chorizo. Also the cold will add a nice like temperature difference. Sometimes I'll add beans and corn to this too. That's really good. Well, y'all, another easy dinner for you to try out. That is the name of the game around here. We do not do complicated or complex. As always, I'm gonna finish this up and eat some dessert, and I'll see you tomorrow. Please don't Photoshop that. Day 7, we made it, and we are making something brand new to me. We're doing like a ground beef tomato orzo. I have some orzo I want to use up, and I have some ground beef that's thawed, and I got some spinach at the store, so we're gonna throw that all together into like a one-pot meal. Let's get right to it. That's what you're here for. Going in with some onion. We're gonna season with a little salt and pepper, of course. Also gonna add some parsley flakes. If I had Italian seasoning, I would just use that instead, but I don't. So we're also gonna add some oregano. And then, of course, what would a dish be without some lazy girl garlic? All right, next we're gonna add in a cup of our orzo. We're gonna cook that for just a second before adding our liquid. Some broth. Some tomato sauce, a little bit of Worcestershire, and some heavy cream. We're gonna let this cook until the orzo gets al dente. While that's going, I'm gonna clean things up, and then we're gonna add in our Parmesan and our spinach. Finally, we're adding in some Parmesan cheese. I wish I had more. I only have a little bit, but it's better than no Parmesan cheese. And then we're throwing in spinach. We all know that spinach shrinks down to like nothing, so we're gonna add what looks like a ton of it, but will end up being like nothing once you actually go to eat it. Let me show ya. We're starting with this. Let's see what it cooks down to. And this is what we end up with. I could have even added more spinach. It's honestly a crime how much it just like turns into nothing, it seems like. Serve it up. That's good. I love a one-pot dinner. It's so great. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Hopefully it gave you some easy, realistic dinner ideas there is no need to overcomplicate your dinner. It's hard enough to like be a human. So having to cook meals for yourself along with possibly a family too every day is sometimes gonna feel like a burden. So keep it simple, make it fun, eat tasty foods. I've also recorded a full week of breakfast and full week of snacks. I will include one of those right here for you to watch after this video is over. Thanks for hanging out with me this week, and I'll see you next time.